Hi everyone. Today our discussion topic is bank reconciliation statement. Reconciliation means to reconcile, to correct any discrepancy, any fault, any mistake in the either in the bank statement or in the customer record. Bank reconciliation occurs. We have to do bank reconciliation as an accountant when there is a this difference between the record of cash book and the record of passbook. So we have to reconcile in order to correct it. So when a cash book and a passbook does not match with each other, then we make bank reconciliation statement to correct it. So first of all, we need to know what is cash book and what is passbook. Cash book is the book where the customer of bank keep the record. Like everyone has a cash book. This is very simple. Next is passbook. Passbook is basically a different term for common people. Passbook is the book where the bank keeps the record of its various customers. Okay, the record which bank keep is called a passbook, and the record which customer keep is called a cash book. So, dividend. What is dividend? Dividend is the profit. Is basically the firm's profit which firms divide among its shareholders, among its members, among its employees. So dividend basically is the profit. So bank reconciliation, in order to reconcile the bank statement, in order to reconcile the cash book and passbook, there are certain rules, certain parameters which we have to understand before doing any sort of bank reconciliation statement question. First of all, we need to know that the normal balance of cash book is always debit. Normal balance means that the balance of cash book is positive. That I say that I have $1 lakh in my bank, it means my cash book is debit. I have not taken any loan, I am in surplus condition. Next is normal balance of passbook is always credit. Okay, overdraft and underdraft I will explain a little bit easier to you. Overdraft balance of cash book is always credit. Overdraft means abnormal balance. Next is overdraft balance of passbook is always debited. Unpresented checks is always debit. Unpresented checks is always debited. Uncredited checks are not yet collected, yet are always credited. Remember one thing very carefully, that uncredited checks, those checks which are not credited yet, they will be credited in the later 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. It means they have the nature to be credited at every condition. So uncredited checks will be always be credited, and undebited checks, for instance, undebited checks or unpresented checks will always be debit. They are not debited yet, but they definitely be debited in the future date. Okay, when customer directly deposit in return, then it is debit. Definitely when customer deposit amount in the bank, and bank is not cannot deposit at that time because of any reason, so they will debit it in the 2 or 3 hours, uh, 2 or 3 minutes etc. Okay, when when bank collect interest on behalf, when bank collect interest, it is also debited. Why? When bank collect interest, it means bank is going to give interest to its various customers who have deposited their amount in their bank. So when bank collect interest, it means he is going to deliver the interest to the customers. Okay, next is it is very clear and very obvious. If wrongly debited in return, then it will be credited. Why? Because the amount will not be debited. They have not the nature to be debited, but due to the mistake of the clerk, due to the mistake of the accountant, he wrongly debit the amount. For example, he wrongly debit $500. Then how he can reconcile it? He will credit it. He will definitely credit it because in previously he has wrongly debit that amount. Now he has to credit it in order to reconcile the entry. Next is if wrongly credited. Simple is that if he has wrongly credited some amount, for instance $500, then now he has to debit it in order to reconcile that, so that the 500 and 500 debit and 500 credit will be crossed or cancelled with each other. Okay. Next is interest on deposit is always debited. Interest on deposit, it means that the interest on deposit, if we have deposited $50,000 in the bank, then his interest will also be debited in our account. We will also receive certain interest from the bank because we have deposited certain amounts in their respective banks. Okay. Any income received by bank on our behalf is debit. How? Because when bank receive our income, for instance the salaries of government employees come into the bank, and bank keep that amount in its custody and debit in the customer's account. When customer demand that he wants to get some amount, the bank will definitely give that amount to the customer and then credit the customer's account. Okay. So this is the basic principles, basic guidelines, basic rules for bank reconciliation statement. Soon we will discuss its questions also. If you don't subscribe my channel, so you should have to subscribe it in order to keep in touch with the latest updates, latest videos from my channel. Thank you so much.